table by myself and work on EOS Foundation stuff, and I was super surprised that like 10 people joined me, and that was like a thing. So thank you so much to everyone who actually cares about this. This is kind of our first time really presenting something that's been worked on privately for quite some time now, many months. And to see the reception at this event has been phenomenal. I just really, really appreciate it. So I don't have much to display, but I can kind of hopefully walk through what we did. One of the goals I had with this, and we've all had as we've been thinking through this, is a way to have a value receipt that can be distributed in such a way that everyone who created value for EOS mainnet can actually be represented in this foundation. And they're going to be able to select via that value receipt, that non-transferable token, they can be able to select the stewards they want to represent them, and the stewards that are going to be working on cool projects. So as part of that, we have to figure out how to do that. One of them is going to be through donations, but another one's going to be through we just decide. We say, well, this is a cool project, that's a cool project. That's a very challenging thing to do, to define quality and how many should they get and all that. So that's really what we focused on. We brainstormed thinking about how do we do that. I had a spreadsheet of data that I kind of collected from basically stealing from sites that had that data. And then we created a Google form. We're pulling from that information, we're adding some fields to it. So I'm really excited about that moving forward, something we can start actually distributing to the community and let them get engaged in this process. So we get the EOS account names. And then I was really excited that Bean came and gave some really phenomenal information about getting information from the amazing projects in Asia that we just did not have visibility on. One site in particular actually even had the EOS smart contract account names, which is a huge value add because that's something we'd have to figure out manually. So that was really cool. And we also just started adding a bunch of people to our internal EOS Foundation Genesis Telegram group. And that was kind of a big moment for me because up until now it was kind of a curated group of people discussing this. And really just everyone who showed up, we just added. And so now we have more people discussing it. And they got to review our draft documents. We did a couple changes to the documents that came out of that. And so it's really just kind of this tiny conversation that's becoming a larger conversation, And again, I'm so thankful to how it's been received in this community, and specifically the people that showed up today to help make this happen. So please continue that process if you could, stay engaged. Those that got invited today, invite others you think you should be included as potential Genesis stewards or people that can add value to the project. And hopefully we're going to have an entity that represents us, that is ours, that we get to have influence on. One of the things that we said, code, capital, and connections, we actually clarified now code, capital, and communications. Is a better word. So there we are. Code, capital, and communications. That's what the EOS Foundation is going to be about. We want all of you to participate. Thank you so much.
Beatbox.
Yeah, no, I'll just give a quick word regarding the DRP that I was trying to do. So I decided that instead of launching a proposal to the system and becoming another kind of proposal to be voted, I think I could add more value if I kind of made that developer resource pool proposal as part of the EOS Foundation efforts. So what I'm planning on doing is joining the EOS Foundation and becoming a steward and proposing the DRP as part of my kind of steward campaign. I think it can have a better effect, and instead of going, no, this is my idea, letting the community decide it, and I think it's much more decentralized and can bring a better effect. So I think joining forces was the right call here. So that's everything I have to say for it.